Alright folks, it's time for another grand adventure. About the time I went deep sea diving for the lost treasure of Captain Ludwig Von Huffinimer. A pirate so ruthless, he once sank an enemy ship using nothing but flaming coconuts and bad poetry. It all started at this little bar in Key West. The air was thick with the scent of sea salt and spilled beer as locals laughed at my ambitious plan to find this legendary treasure. And as I explained my logic about historical current patterns, magnetic anomalies, and about how barnacles form in triangular clusters around shipwrecks, one old boy got up and said, "There ain't no treasure and you're a fool for believing in it." But since I had no intentions of getting in a bar fight in the middle of Florida over someone's drunken jealousy, I swallowed my pride and said, "You may be right, I may be crazy, but I reckon it won't hurt to take a look." And with that, I paid my tab and went on my way. The next morning, I found myself miles out into the Gulf of Mexico, a spot I'd picked based on a combination of vague nautical charts, a gut feeling, and the way my coffee grounds had swirled that morning. It was an isolated patch of ocean where the water was so clear you'd think the sky had fallen in, the kind of place where even the fish seemed lonely, perfect for treasure hunting. So with nothing left to do, I calmed my nerves, said a little prayer, and dove in. So there I was, sifting through the sand, looking for any trace of sunken treasure. When I happened to look up, what did I see staring at me? Like I was the all-you-can-eat buffet at the Golden Corral on a Friday night? Well, folks, it was one of them there Barracudas, and it didn't look one bit happy about me being in his territory. He started nipping at my goggles like a demon possessed, and it didn't take long for all his friends to join in. I was a-swatting left and right, trying to get away, when I happened to bump into something soft, slick, and slimy. Folks, it was a giant octopus. Those barracudas took one look at the massive cephalopod and decided to turn their aggression toward it instead, with tentacles flailing, fins and teeth a-chomping, and me right in the middle. It was a fight for survival of epic proportions. With the chaos above me, I seized my chance. I dove deeper, slipping beneath the prey into the safety of a rocky crevice. So as I was floating there with my back against a rocky outcrop, trying to get my heart rate back to normal, I swam around the other side. There it was. Not a shipwreck, not treasure, but something far stranger. There on the ocean floor, as clear as a sunny day in Denver, was one I can only describe as an alien spaceship. Its surface shimmered with colors like I'd never seen before, like oil on water, but alive. It was shaped like a manta ray, slick and otherworldly, with a series of glowing portals along its side. That's when I saw movement behind one of its glass-like windows. It looked like a mix between a jellyfish and a glow stick with a face. Now as I swam there gaping in disbelief, I saw this critter look out that little window. And I saw that he saw me, and he saw that I saw him, and we had ourselves a little he saw we saw moment. And it didn't take me long to realize that that spaceship was starting to move in my direction. Now folks, I don't know if those out-of-this-world critters were hostile or if they just wanted to exchange Grandma's old-fashioned cookie recipes. But I wasn't about to wait around to find out. I kicked off the sea floor like a cat with its tail on fire. I broke the surface gasping for air and hauled myself back onto my boat, leaving a trail of bubbles and dignity behind. I hit that throttle and never looked back. And that's just the thing about adventures. You set out looking for one thing and end up finding aliens instead. But whether you find gold, glory, or just an old bottle in the sand, the real treasure is having the guts to dive in at all. Because if you never take the plunge, you'll never know what's out there waiting for you.